Continuing on in this series about some of the best tools and resources for authors out there, we're going to be talking about the best book formatting software for authors. And no, I'm not going to be telling you to go and hire a book formatter this time. No, I'm actually going to give you some software that you can actually do your writing in it and get it beautifully formatted for you. I'm chuckling. Some people that are actually watching this and when I'm recording on YouTube will probably know why I'm laughing, because this is the third take I've done so far. I'm nailing it. I'm nailing it today. We're going to be talking about the best book formatting software for authors in today's podcast, so make sure that you stay tuned. Hey, you looking to get your book the recognition it deserves? Introducing Book Award Pro, the ultimate service for authors ready to elevate their work. Their expert team helps you navigate the world of book awards, connecting you with the right contests to showcase your talent. With their tailored strategies, you'll maximize your chances of winning prestigious awards that can boost your credibility and increase sales. Plus, Book Award Pro offers comprehensive support throughout the entire process, from selecting the best contests to crafting compelling submissions. Don't let your hard work go unnoticed. Join the ranks of successful authors who have transformed their careers with Book Award Pro. Take the first step towards your award-winning journey today when you visit my affiliate link at daylinks.com/bookawardpro. Big shout out to the longtime sponsors of this podcast, Book Award Pro. You guys are the best. One of the best ways to help support this podcast is support these sponsors. So make sure you go on over to daylinks.com/bookawardpro. Get yourself set up with at least a free account today. It doesn't cost you a dime. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the 5 best book formatting software for authors. And by the way, I just want to kind of get it out of the way. There's no order of importance. However, I will tell you of these tools, 3 of them I have used extensively. So I will at least be able to share some insights on some of these. And then the other 2, I'll be able to tell you what I've done through my research and some of the word of mouth that I've learned from other folks, though. So let's get it out the gate right away. Let's just go ahead and hit it. Microsoft Word. Yeah, that was the one I cut my teeth on. I started out with Microsoft Word, and to a certain extent, I still use it today. Not quite as much, and you'll find out here why in just a second here as soon as I get to one of the other options. Now, we can lump other knockoff options with this one, including like Open Office or WP Office or WPS Office. It used to be Kingsoft Office at one point or another. I actually, when I broke into the business, I didn't have Microsoft at all. So I ended up getting the bastard brand version of it being, I think it was at the time Kingsoft Office, and I was able to get their version of Word. It works fine. You're going to find almost all the tools that you need to and the features that you would normally expect through Microsoft Word through those. So, technically you can either get this free or you can get it upgraded from Microsoft Word. I'll tell you some of the pricing when it comes to Microsoft Word here in a little bit. Now, here comes the features, and I'm going to break some of these features down one by one. The very first feature you need to be aware of is style formatting. You can easily apply different styles for headings, subheadings, and body text. This helps maintain consistency throughout the manuscript. There's nothing worse than having your heading is one way for a chapter 1, and then in chapter 2 it's another way. The beauty of Microsoft Word is you can just go in and change some of those things, and I believe you can even set it to where you have permanent settings on what you prefer. The next option is table of contents. The automated table of contents is really cool. You can generate a dynamic table of contents with some limitations. Now, there are some pluses and minuses to getting the automated table of contents through Microsoft Word. It sometimes can be a little wonky from time to time, especially if you're messing around with your macros and such. But for the most part, if you have labeled all of your sections and your chapters with headings and subheadings, it will automatically identify those. Now, if you happen to be doing a print version of that, you can have page numbers, or if you're doing the ebook version of that, it will end up making them like hyperlinks, so that way it will link to it. Now, bear in mind, Microsoft Word does not save an EPUB, which is an ebook format, so that's going to be the limitation. Now, the beauty of this is, the one I didn't mention, is Google Docs. Big shout out to my old buddy Ava Fales. She was just a pro at Google Docs. You could literally take that same docx that you would create through Microsoft Word, dump it into Google Docs, and then export it as EPUB. Simple, easy peasy, right? Page layout. All right, the page layout for this one, the software provides customizable page layouts, including like margin settings, page sizes, and orientation options, beneficial for book formatting. So that's a big plus. They also have review tools. So collaboration's made easier with built-in tools for commenting, tracking changes, and reviewing edits, ensuring a smooth editing process. You remember how I said briefly, like, I still use Microsoft Word to this day? This is one of the reasons why, because my editor, Jeannie DeVita, actually uses Microsoft Word. Otherwise, I'd use the other software, but I got to kind of work around her, and I don't want to be, like, hey, you got to use this software in order to edit my stuff. It's really nice because you get the inline tracking for any of the comments and any of the changes that is being requested by your editor. The templates that they have, they're pretty good. Microsoft Word offers various templates specifically designed for books. And this helps authors save time and start with a professional layout. So if for some reason you're like, I don't really want to do any of this formatting, they got templates ready to rock and roll. Now, in the event that Microsoft Word doesn't have the templates that you want, bear in mind that you can always go to sites like KDP that actually have templates available, and all you'd have to do is just copy and paste all of your content over into their specific templates. Now, the compatibility, it supports multiple file formats, making it easy to export documents to PDF or other formats required for publishing. Now, as I kind of mentioned before, it doesn't have EPUB yet. I really wish they would make that available, but it does make it available for PDF. So back in the day when I was formatting my own ebooks and print books and such, doing PDF, it's dead simple, but the formatting itself takes a little bit of time. There is a steep learning curve, but as soon as you learn how to navigate it and get it going, it's fairly simple after that. They also have the built-in spell checker and grammar checking tools, which these built-in tools assist authors in checking for spelling and grammatical errors, as you would anticipate, enhancing the quality of your writing. Now, the cost for Microsoft Word, well, comes with some operating systems on PCs. So if you've got a PC, and you already have Microsoft installed in there, Microsoft Office in some capacity, then you probably got it for free. Great. Fantastic. Now, what I actually have is the family plan for the Microsoft 365. That runs me about $100 per year, but I can have up to 4 people on my account. They have like a terabyte of storage. You can use other things within the Microsoft family, that type of thing. Now, if you're just one person, it would be $70 per year. And again, you get the entire suite of Microsoft Office when you do Microsoft 365. I've been using Microsoft 365 for 9 years now. Love it. It's one of my favorite things to use, especially like their cloud storage stuff. Number 2, Dibbly Create. Oh, you've heard me talk about Dibbly Create time and again. I gush about them. Now, they're not sponsors of this podcast right now. They are sponsors on the main channel with some of the content, but I will just go ahead and tell you, first and foremost, Dibbly Create is only a year old. 1 year old. And so they have accomplished a lot over the last year. But a lot of people don't realize that it actually can be used for book formatting. So Dibbly Create isn't just book formatting, though, just so you know, because they do have the AI assistants inside there. So that's what makes this a truly unique tool, especially compared to the other 4 that are within this list here. So when you're thinking about bang for your buck, you may want to consider Dibbly Create because they're not just a one-trick pony. There's so many things that you can do it. Now, let's go through some of the features that you should be aware of. The user-friendly interface. It's dead simple here, folks. Dibbly Create offers an intuitive interface that makes it easy to navigate and format your manuscripts without a steep learning curve. It's fairly easy. The templates for various genres that they have available. Now, it's not a very deep template library, but it's enough to kind of get started, and I know they're going to be doing even more. The platform provides a wide range of professionally designed templates tailored to different genres and needs, ensuring you can start with a layout that suits your book. Now, there are some limitations on some of the templates that are available. Some are available in the free plan, some are available inside the premium plan. To be understandable, right? Customizable formatting options. You can easily customize fonts, line spacing, margins, and other formatting elements to match your style or a publisher's requirements. So that's kind of nice. It's really detailed, by the way. They also give you a real-time preview window. You can view changes in real time, allowing for media adjustments and ensuring the final look is just as you want it to be. They also have integrated export features. So Dibbly Create supports exporting manuscripts in multiple formats such as PDF and EPUB, making it convenient for both print and digital publishing. Let me add one to that one because I didn't put this in my notes. It also exports in DocX underneath the Export V1 feature. I think eventually they're going to have it all merged together with the Export V2, which is only available on the Pro plan, by the way. Collaboration tools. The platform facilitates collaboration with editors and beta readers, integrating comments and suggestions directly into the manuscript. So kind of like what we were talking about with Microsoft Word, you're able to do it within the Dibbly Create dashboard. And literally all you have to do is just offer a link to whoever you want to leave the notes, and they'll be able to do that. And you can also invite them through email. They have an automated table of contents. So Dibbly Create automatically generates and updates a table of contents, saving you time on formatting long manuscripts with multiple chapters. So the cost here, folks. There is the free option that you have available. You can have unlimited projects, yada, yada, yada. The only problem is when you do go to export through the V1 feature, it's only through DocX at this point. Now, I might be misspeaking unless they actually opened it up more recently. My apologies to the Dibbly Create team if you guys did already. But in order to get the export V2, which would involve EPUB and PDF, you will need to upgrade to the Pro plan. And that is $19.14 per month on the annual plan. Or if you want to go month to month, it's only $22.97. Remember, it's not just book formatting. There's so much more. Their library, their prompt library is just second to none. Freaking phenomenal. It's really, really good. All right, number 3, Scrivener. A lot of people have talked about Scrivener. I've heard so much about it, but I hear there's also a bit of a steep learning curve, so it's always kind of scared me away from it. But let me just share some facts about them. Scrivener is a popular writing software favored by authors for its comprehensive tools tailored for book formatting and project organization. So the project organization part of things, if you're very much a type A personality that you like to have everything under your control and you like to have everything available, then to my understanding, Scrivener is for you. Now, the features that they have available include project organization. You can organize your manuscript into manageable sections, making it easy to rearrange chapters, scenes, or sections as needed. There's also corkboard and outlining tools. Now, the corkboard feature provides a visual representation of projects with index cards, while outlining tools help you map out plots and character arcs effectively. And customizable formatting, that's kind of nice, right? You can customize text formatting, styles, and layouts to meet specific publishing guidelines. They also have research storage. This is interesting. The software includes a dedicated research folder where authors can store notes, images, PDFs, and web links all within a project. Really nice, especially if you're a nonfiction writer. Draft and revision management. Now, Scrivener lets you switch between different drafts and versions of your work, making it easy to track revisions and progress. Compilation options. The compilation feature allows you to export your work into various formats, including Word, PDF, and EPUB. Perfect. That's great. That's exactly what we're looking for. They also give you a distraction-free writing mode, which this means that there's not a bunch of tools. You're able to just go in and do your writing. So Scrivener offers a full screen writing mode to help you focus on your writing without distractions from other elements on the screen. It can be sometimes a little overwhelming, but I can make the argument that Dibbly Create also does that as well, because you can literally just collapse all the things. You can hide AI. You can just have that all there. Sorry, just had to go with Dibbly Create on that one right there. That's the last time I'll bring them up until the very end. The cost for Scrivener is $59.99 for the lifetime access. They will give you updates and upgrades as time goes on, so just keep that in mind. I hear good things about Scrivener, but again, I hear there is a steep learning curve. Now, one that doesn't have a steep learning curve is Vellum. Now, Vellum is gosh, a lot of people just swear by Vellum. They said this is the best thing, the next best thing to slice bread. My wife even bought it a number of years ago, and I don't know if she used it too much, but Vellum is specifically designed for authors and publishers with a Mac. So if you got a PC, stop listening. Vellum's not available for you unless you have something like a Mac Cloud device of some sort. That might do it. But it's widely known for its ease of use and professional output. So the features include, it's got an intuitive interface. Now, Vellum boasts an easy-to-navigate interface that allows authors to format their books quickly without the need for extensive technical knowledge. It is got beautiful pre-designed templates. Now, the software offers a variety of elegant pre-designed templates for different genres, ensuring you can create visually appealing books without starting from scratch. Now, they also have customizable formatting options. Now, Vellum provides flexible formatting tools allowing you to adjust fonts, paragraph styles, and layout preferences. They also give you a real-time preview. You can see changes in real time as you edit your manuscripts, enabling them to fine-tune formatting before exporting. Now, they also have one-click export. Vellum simplifies the export process, allowing you to generate high-quality files for print and digital formats, including EPUB and Kindle, with a single click. There is also an automatic table of contents and page numbers. Vellum automatically generates a table of contents as you would expect and manages your page numbers, saving you time and ensuring accuracy. They also support multiple formats. The software allows authors to create versions for various platforms, making it compatible with industry standards for publishing. So, kind of nice. This one's going to come at a little bit higher of a higher premium here. It does cost $199.99 for ebooks only. If you want to do it for ebooks and paperbacks, you got to pay $50 more. So it's $249.99. That's the lifetime access, and they give you all the upgrades and such. And it seems like Vellum is still very active in keeping their client base very happy. But a number of years ago, I'd reached out to their team to see if they were going to consider having Vellum available for PC, and it was a hard, emphatic no. They were like, we are focused on Mac only. So there you go. If you don't have Mac, too bad, so sad. But one thing, that last tool here, it's available for anything that you want to work for them, and it is number 5, Atticus. Now, Atticus is a modern writing and formatting software designed specifically for authors to streamline the entire writing and publishing process. If you've heard of Publisher Rocket or Kindlepreneur, then you will know that the person who put this together initially was Dave Chesson. Dave Chesson actually is the man behind Atticus. I even remember when he first named it. You know, he was kicking around a few different ones. But anyway, yeah, Atticus ended up being the name for that. Now, they're an all-in-one platform. Atticus combines writing, formatting, and publishing tools in one platform, making it convenient for authors to manage their entire workflow without switching between different applications. They have an intuitive interface. I mean, we're talking it's dead simple here, folks. It helps you focus on your writing rather than navigating complex software functions. They have customizable formatting as well. Authors can customize font styles, sizes, and layouts easily, which is good for personal preferences and publishers' requirements. They also export in multiple formats, so authors can export in EPUB, PDF, and Word. And also they have visual formatting options, so you can see your formatting changes in real time, helping you visualize the final product as you make edits. They have templates for different genres, a ton of them. They have software that includes pre-designed templates tailored for various genres, allowing you to start with a polished layout suitable for your specific needs. Now, theirs is not quite as expensive as Vellum, which is really reassuring because it's only $147. That's $147 for lifetime access, and you get all lifetime upgrades. No catch to it. So that's kind of nice. I've played around with Atticus quite a bit. Now, you know, for me, I think it's just there's a little bit of a learning curve because it's ebook and print book formatting in there. So you have to kind of figure out how to get around on that tool a little bit. They have a YouTube channel that's devoted to it that's hosted by Monique. I can't remember Monique's last name, but Monique puts out videos on Atticus's YouTube channel, and it covers a lot of the common concerns and questions that you have. They also have excellent support over there as well, so if you ever get yourself stuck, and I'm sure I can say the same thing for any of the previous 5 options, maybe with the exception of Microsoft Word, you'll be able to get some great support on some of these ones. Hey, as we start to wrap things up, I will give you my final thoughts here, but I want to give one last plug here for the sponsors of this podcast. Get your book the recognition it deserves with Book Award Pro. Their expert team connects you with the right contests and provides tailored strategies to maximize your chances of winning prestigious awards. Join the other successful authors and transform your career today at dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. Special thanks to my longtime sponsors, Book Award Pro, for their support. I appreciate you. Again, that's dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. All right, so what's the best writing software? It depends. I just gave you 5 of them. 3 of them I've used extensively. The other 2, I've heard great things about them, and so I'm not going to argue with that. You know, it's definitely a popular opinion. Now, as far as my preference goes, I will tell you this, that you know, I'm going to obviously lean in favor of the tools that I've used the most. Those 3 being Microsoft Word, Dibbly Create, and Atticus. If someone were to put a gun to my head and say, you got to choose one of these and stick with them, I would probably go with Dibbly Create just because it has more than just book formatting available to it. So having the integrated AI assistance in there is just, it's a game changer. And it's not just simply for writing content. It could be something as simple as rephrasing some sticky passages. It could be doing some grammar checking. It could even be doing some research for you that you kind of end up getting stuck on, and you don't want to get away from writing your book. So all I got to do is within your dashboard, just do it. So that's my preference. I'm going to say Dibbly Create right now. Now, what do you prefer? I definitely would love to hear from you. If you haven't joined my community of nearly 1,000 authors over on Discord, join me over at dalelinks.com/Discord and tell me what your preferred book formatting software is. Love to hear from you. Ultimately, though, I got to admit to you, I like hiring out for book formatting, because book formatting still, even with some of the best tools out there, takes time and patience that I just simply don't have. So I typically reach out to some people like Mibleart. Mibleart has been handling my book formatting for a little bit. Love them to death, but I'm not trying to push Mibleart at this point. Get your book formatting tools. There's some links inside the show notes as per usual. Hey, next week we're going to be talking about something that we discussed about a year ago. It's called Fictionary. It's editing software for writers. Is it right for you? Well, we're going to discuss that in next week's podcast. It's been about a year since I last discussed Fictionary, and there's been some really cool changes that came their way. We'll discuss that in next week's podcast. So, till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you next week.